What's up, guys? Welcome to the weekly warehouse. Today we're gonna check out, see what cool new stuff is in the warehouse this week. Starting off, okay, bear with me for a second. A lot of people at Foundation know me as the Gateway Boy. I've only got like 3 molds in my bag, but I will say this newest shipment of Gateway that we got in is the best feeling Gateway I've ever felt. And I'm not just saying that, because I felt the good, the bad, and the ugly of Gateway. I know there's some great things, and there are some things that make you embarrassed. Right here, we have a lot of incredible stuff. Just to show you, look at this plastic. I've never seen anything like that from Gateway. It's almost a TI looking plastic, and it feels incredible. And then going down to, we've got these glow wizards, some of the most solid. I putt with wizards myself, and some of the most solid feeling wizards I've felt. I'm actually really excited about a lot of this stuff. I might have to start putting more than 3 molds in my bag. So actually something really exciting that we have in is something that whenever me and Hunter and Trevor got to go to the Gateway factory, we were shown this and it was top secret, but this is their new driver, the G1, and it's very Destroyer-esque. And I have to say, it's probably their best like backhand overstable driver. It feels a lot like a Destroyer, and whenever we threw it, it flew really nicely too. So we've got some of the G1s in stock. And then going over here to one of, I think, the most overrated approach discs of all time is the Devil Hawk. The Devil Hawk is, as you can see here, it's got very much that approach disc kind of profile. It's always really flat on the top with a little bit of a thumb track that goes around it, and then a tiny, tiny micro bead on it. And the Devil Hawk, the way it flies is, think about a really overstable zone that doesn't go anywhere. It's a mixture of a berg. It's a mixture of a berg and a zone. So like if a berg was crazy overstable, that's what the Devil Hawk is. It's really great for any upshot because backhand or forehand, you can just throw it really hard at the basket and it will never go past it. It's probably the easiest disc to point and shoot for approach shots. And I think that the Devil Hawk is an extremely underrated disc for that. So if you're looking for approach discs right now and you want something that's like a guaranteed up and down every time, I really encourage you to go check out the Devil Hawk, extremely underrated disc. And then walking forward just a few feet, we've got this beautiful section right here of DGA. Now, if you don't know, DGA is made by Discraft, so it's the same plastic. But the way I feel about DGA is if you look at some of their stuff, it looks like you almost went through the Discraft factory and you picked out some of their prettiest plastics and then you made discs out of just those. A lot of people sleep on DGA, but there's a lot of good stuff here. A lot of stuff that I'm realizing that I want to try out. The Pipeline feels incredible. Feels like a pretty overstable fairway driver. Feels really, really good. The Quake is a pretty overstable mid-range. Also feels really good. Let's see. Oh, here's a disc that I had in my bag for a long time until I lost it. I might have thrown another one in there, but I've got the Squall right here. This is a really interesting disc. It's a 6-speed. It's a fairway driver and flies fairway driver distances, but out of your hand, the flight of it has a lot more of a mid-range flight. So you get kind of that slow turn that you would get out of a mid-range, but you get the distance of a fairway driver. Really cool disc, kind of a blunter fairway driver. I love this disc a lot. I think I ended up getting one from my dad one time, and he loves it. He still has it in his bag and absolutely loves it. I might have to throw one back in my bag. Right here, some incredible discs we have is the Hurricane and the Hypercane. The Hurricane is like, it's kind of like a Force, but it's a little bit straighter, I would say. But a really, really good disc, really far-flying disc. And then right here we have the upgrade to that. It's a Hypercane, more overstable than the Hurricane, but very similar flight, just a lot more overstable. And these discs feel incredible, almost identical. So if you're looking for a disc that you want to have like a distance driver and an overstable distance driver that still feel the same, the Hypercane or Hurricane might be for you. All right, we are over here in the Trilogy section, and Trilogy has been putting out a lot of good plastic lately. I've been obsessed with their, what is it, like the Lucid Ice stuff, their gold plastic for Latitude. All of that is feeling incredible. I'm really excited about all that new stuff. But I'll talk about a few specific discs right now. First one right here is the Explorer. And Explorer is also what I think is an underrated disc. It's a very T-Bird-like, but has a really interesting feel to it. Really nice, consistent disc. And then right here, we have the recycled plastic. I actually hadn't heard of this before, but it might be some of my favorite feeling plastic from them. It just has that really nice kind of, a lot like the gold plastic, kind of a cross between Star and the gold plastic. feels really good. I genuinely think it might be my new favorite plastic from them. Then walking up here a little bit further, we have got the Bear, which I think is a very cool, consistent, overstable fairway driver. I would compare it mostly to a PD. I think it's really close to a PD from Discmania. But it's just a nice disc that you can throw on those flex lines, and then it'll fade back for you. Trevor's thrown it a good bit, and it always looks good whenever he throws it, and a very good feel to it as well. I think this VIP plastic just feels incredible. And then over here, we have got the Westside Warship. And I don't have a ton of experience with this disc, but I know that it feels really good. If it looks like it's just going to be a fairly straight mid-range of 5601. And I can tell by the feel of it, the like very consistent dome it has on it and the feeling of it all together, it feels like it's going to have a ton of glide. I feel like if you throw this thing on a straight line, it's just going to stay in the air for forever and just drop dead straight. So the Warship might be that spot, the mid-range that you're looking for in your bag if you're looking for a straight disc.
All right, moving along to Discraft land. We've got some very nice plastic here. We've got the ESP Flex plastic. So this stuff looks really good, really swirly, and we've got a ton of different molds still in stock. We've got the Raptor, we've got the Buzz, we've also got the Thrasher and the Heat. So many options available. This plastic is amazing. I mean, just look at this flex. Like, yeah, this is some awesome plastic. Still has some of those great ESP swirls in there. But also, this plastic is really good since it's still cold. So here in Virginia, it's still a little bit cold. We still get those cold days, and this plastic is great for holding up in those cold months when, you know, you just need a little extra grip on the disc so it doesn't slip out of your hand. Definitely pick up some of these before they're gone. We don't have that much left. ESP Flex, really good plastic. All right, then moving right along, we still have some of these Discraft soft zones, and these things are really good as well. They beat in very good. So if you're trying to get a zone to flip up and ride, this is a great plastic option for you. It's also really good for those cold winter months. Again, just really keeps the grip on the disc very good in these cold winter months. But yeah, it's a zone we all know and love. A little bit different plastic, feels great. And yeah, soft zone Discraft. All right, moving right along to the Casaplast section. We've got some awesome different molds in here. We've got the Falk. This plastic, first of all, this plastic feels amazing. There's nothing quite like this plastic, just buttery smooth. We got the Falk here though, 9.6 -2.1. Hunter's really been loving this disc. Great understable fairway option for you. Moving down the line, we've also got the newest, I believe it's the newest mold from Casaplast, the Gold. It is kind of Nuke-esque, 13.5 -0.53. This thing is a bomber, absolute bomber, overstable driver. There, next up, we've got the Yarn. This is a great zone alternative. If you don't like the feel of the zone, this is a little bit different feel, and it's in the Casaplast plastic that we all know and love. Casaplast Yarn. And then finally, we've got the Rico from Casaplast. Gotta love this black color. It's a 3301, great upshot disc, great putter just to drive with as well. This is just a great slot in your bag to have. Kind of fits that straighter throwing putter type of slot. Also, people putt with these as well in the K3 plastic. So definitely pick this up if you haven't tried it. That is all we have in the warehouse today. Thank you all for watching. If you want to check out any of these discs here, check it out at foundationdisc.com, and we'll see you here, same time, same place next week.